Tragedy, a documentary by Abraham Williams. The origins of tragedy were created in ancient Greece. The first tragedies were portrayed on the stage in the city of Dionysia. It was a huge gathering comprised of all men to watch a series of plays. Some plays, such as Aeschylus or Wisteria, it was said that the plays of today failed in comparison to those of ancient Greece. The plays of ancient Greece rivaled in attendance of a modern-day football game. The theater was so large the actors had to wear masks which symbolized which characters they were playing. Since they didn't have projector screens and cameras back in the day, people would identify with the mask to keep along with which character was who. The Latin word for mask is persona, which is why in modern day we say someone is putting on a persona when they are putting on an act. Romans were the first to allow women actors into their play. They also used color robes to identify which characters play which role. Yellow for woman, purple for young man, white for old man, and so on. Tragedy is when a tragic hero, usually a man, is tempted to do something they know is wrong, like murder, which ultimately sends the character's life into decline and to death. Like in Julius Caesar, he wasn't the tragedy, rather Brutus was. Brutus orchestrated the murder of Caesar, which led to his own death at the end of the story. In Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe, the plot type was tragedy. On Conquo, main goal was to gain fortune and reputation. Okonkwo is insecure about himself and doesn't want to end up like his father, who he views as a weak and effeminate man. His father died in debt, and he is desperate to make something of himself. He makes a name for himself and married 3 wives and has 8 children. His life is seemingly going on as he could ever hope, until the clan oracle orders that his adopted-like son be killed. Okonkwo doesn't want to do it, but he also doesn't want to feel ashamed and to be judged by the other people in the clan, so he kills Akifuma. Then his daughter gets sick, and he ends up killing the son of a dead man at the dead man's funeral. And for that, he is then exiled for 7 years. He has brought shame upon his family, and therefore has been exiled and lost his prime years. He lost his best chance of winning the highest title in the land. Missionaries then began to convert people to Christianity. He loses his son Noe to the faith. His tribe is crumbling before his eyes. Okonkwo then goes to killing the white government official and in a false attempt to push his people to war. He then begins to fear for his life for what he's done, and he hangs himself. Okonkwo was the perfect example of tragedy because he made the decision that ultimately bring his own death. Things Fall Apart had many tragic elements within the story. Okonkwo's son abandoning him to join Christianity. After 7 years of exile, Okonkwo returns to see that his village is no longer what it was, but a westernization adapting to Christianity. See, Okonkwo's first daughter, despite being very intelligent, was forced into submissiveness by the culture. All of these things add to the perfect tragic story. Things Fall Apart.